Hello, SUNY Upstate Medical Centre. My name is Nicole and we are really happy to be part of the CF Education Day today. I am based near Brighton in England, UK, and I also have cystic fibrosis. I am a yoga teacher, fitness instructor and paddleboard instructor, and I'm often on the sea or in a local yoga studio. I also teach for Beam weekly to people all over the world, teaching strength, mobility, HIIT and yoga. So I'm really excited to be offering a session to you today. In all my Beam classes, as well as today, I'll be offering adaptations and progressions in every single exercise I teach. So if you want to stay seated, that's fine, or if you'd like to get up on your feet, and we're going to get started. So when you're ready, we're going to be getting up on our feet, or as I mentioned, if you want to stay sitting down, that's absolutely fine. We're going to start off with a quick mobility warm-up and then move into a full body workout. So if you're up on your feet, you want your feet to be a bit more than hip width apart, and if you're sitting, just make sure your feet are flat on the ground. We're going to start off by rolling our shoulders back, and if you can, try and breathe in as you take the shoulders up, and breathe out as you take the shoulders down. Okay, rolling forwards. Coming into a gentle twist now, feet a bit further apart, elbows away from us. We're going to rotate into the centre of the body and lift our back heel as we turn. If you want to, you can add a reach as well. So twist and reach diagonally up to the top corner of the room. Do two more. Good. Okay, from here we're going to be coming into a gentle lunge. So hands can come onto the hips. You're going to take 1 foot forwards, bend into both knees, line that back heel to come off the ground, lift back up and step where you were. So forwards, bend into the knees, lift up, step back. Let's do one more on each side. And if you're able to, have a little bit of core engagement to make sure you're not wobbling too much. Good, okay, coming into our next movement now, we're going to come to a wide start. And again, you can do this one if you're sitting down. So we're going to reach our arms wide. We're going to take a rotational turn. Your right hand's going to drop down towards your left leg, lift up and change to the other side. You're reaching up and down. Good. One more again each side. Make sure we even ourselves up. Lastly, bring those feet together. I'm going to take a little movement with our legs. You're bringing your heels off the ground, moving those arms. If you're sitting, just move the arms. Little jogging movement. Okay, and shake it out. That's our quick warm-up. We're now going to go into the full body workout. We're going to be doing 25 seconds on the exercise with a 10-second rest. And we're doing each exercise twice. So I'm going to get my timer and we're going to get going. Alright, so our first exercise is going to be our lunge with a rotation. So just like the warm-up, we're working into a lunge. We're going to increase it a little bit by offering a rotation in the upper body. Now, take the exercise at your own pace, that's super important, and take rest when you need to. Also have some water nearby, and we are going to have designated rest time as well. So, that lunge is going to be what we just did in the warm-up. You're going to step, you're going to take your opposite elbow across the knee, rotate, and then step back. You may actually find that stepping back's a little bit difficult, so you're going to be stepping back to the front foot instead, stepping forwards. So there's two options there. If you're sitting, don't worry about the lunge, just do the rotation. Okay, let's go. 25 seconds on, doing it twice. Okay, off we go. So step back, rotate, and step in. And as I mentioned, you don't have to do this at a certain speed. Do it at your own pace. Make sure you're keeping your chest open and we're not rolling our shoulders. Okay, rest, that's 10 seconds. Catch your breath, stand still, grab some water, and we're going to go again. Ready? Let's go. Step back, rotate. Most importantly, make sure you're breathing because we quite often like to hold our breath. So keeping your inhale through your nose and your exhale out through your mouth. 4 seconds. Okay, and rest, well done. From there, we're going to pause that and we're going to go straight on to our next exercise. Our next exercise is going to be the squat jump. So what you're going to do here is have your feet apart. You're going to come down to a squat, make sure the weight is back off the toes. You're going to take your hands to the side, little jump in, little jump out and back to a squat. Jump in, jump out. Now my adaptation for this, in your chair, you're going to stand up out of your chair, sit into your chair, stand out of your chair. So the slower option with the adaptation, or the squat with a jump in, jump out. – 25 seconds, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now with a squat, you want to make sure that you're not dropping your chest. So I'm going to show you from the side. Keep your chest lifted rather than dipping down. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. 10 seconds here and then back onto 25 seconds again. Catch your breath. 2, 1. Let's go. So again, you're jumping out, in, out. I'm going to show you that adaptation again. If you're sitting in your chair, we're going down to touch the chair, stand up. Down, stand up. 5 seconds. Last, go. Resting there. On to the next exercise. For our third and final exercise, I'm going to give you a couple of options here. We're going to go into some boxing. We're going to look at some different punches. So really briefly, you're going to get your strongest leg behind you. If you're sitting, stay sitting, just use your arms. Strongest leg behind, arms are up. We're looking at the jab cross, which is in front of us. Jab with the front arm, cross and lift off that back heel. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Second one is our hook. Think of like captain hook, if you know what that is. You're going to make a massive hook with your arm, bend into the elbow and hook round. Bring it back in, hook round, bring it back in. Hook round, in, round, in. And finally, uppercut. Imagine you're wanting to get someone's chin. So you're driving down into a little squat, keeping your arm down by your side and driving up to their chin. Change sides, up, up, up. Now you can do any boxing, any option, jab cross, hooks or uppercuts for 25 seconds. Ready? And let's go. So this is our jab cross. Again, go at any speed. This is our hook. Hooking it in. And get a little bit of power behind it. Push through the air. Push through. 10 seconds. Uppercut. Nearly there. And rest. Okay, 10 seconds here. Now, if you find that you're kind of just leisurely punching, this second round, do it a lot harder. Push through. Let's go. Jab cross. Hooks. And uppercut. Now change it up. Let's go back to jab cross. Go back into the hooks. Back to jab cross again. Last push, 5 seconds. Uppercut. And rest. Well done. Grab some water. Most important thing is that we stretch and we cool down, and this is when we need to make the most of our muscles now they're nice and warm. So let's go into a quadricep stretch first, and you could use your neighbour, your partner next to you, to hold onto their shoulder or hold onto the wall if you need to. We're taking a bend in your knee, holding onto your foot, little bit of engagement in your core, and you're keeping your knees quite close together, and you're driving your heel close to your glutes. With static stretching, we must hold it for at least 30 seconds, otherwise it's kind of pointless. So you really need to make the most of your stretching. From here, same leg that we're lifting, bring it in front of you, got that heel down, you're sitting your hips back and allowing your toes to point to the sky. And what we're doing here, we're stretching into our hamstring and we're stretching into our calf muscle here. You can bring your hands onto your bent leg. Make sure you're breathing again, not holding your breath as you stretch. Moving on to the other side. So same again, you're bending your knee, bringing your heel close, hold on to something, or just keep your hand on your hip. Driving your hips slightly forwards, knees are close together. Moving into our next stretch, heel down, hips back, toes are lifting to the sky, and again you're stretching all down the back of your leg. This one you can also do seated. Coming up, we're coming into a glute stretch. So if you're sitting down, this is the perfect one for you as well. And if you're standing, that's also fine. You're going to take your ankle of one foot, bring it up onto your opposite thigh. Now, most importantly, you sit back as if you're sitting in your imaginary chair, if you're standing, and you're driving the hips back. And what we're doing here is we're stretching into those glutes. On to the other side, lift up, onto your thigh. Try not to put it onto your knee joint. Think about bringing it onto the top of your quadricep muscles. Sitting back. Gently standing and coming up. Now, if you're sitting, you can also do this next stretch. Don't worry about your legs on this one if you're sitting down. If you're standing, take one foot behind the other. Hold onto your wrist. Breathe in to lift your arms up, and you're taking a lovely big side bend. So if you're sitting, just do the upper body part of this stretch. Coming back to your center, dropping down onto the other side. Holding the other wrist, lift up and pull your wrist over. Coming up and dropping down. Good, most importantly, we're going to roll through those shoulders. If you need to take some more rotations, please do that. Good, and most importantly, bring your hands together. Big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope in the near future I see you at one of my Beam classes, or you're able to head over on the website and join in with one of my on-demand. I teach strength, mobility, yoga to people of all ages and all backgrounds. So yeah, hope to see you there soon. Bye.